So folks, very good afternoon from the flight deck. Routing today, taking us, leaving Canada, heading out over Anchorage, across the Bering Sea.
With a new coach, new staff, and a revamped lineup, the 2018-19 Calgary Flames aim to get their training camp off to a fast start. The challenge is they'll be doing it 10,000 kilometers away from home. For Alberta-born coach Bill Peters, his homecoming starts in China. He's taking it all in stride.
Well, you know what, it was interesting. Obviously, there's only 31 of these jobs in the world to be a head coach in the National Hockey League. So we're all very grateful that we have the opportunity, but to be able to do it in your home province is very special. And then obviously the trip to China, I think, is outstanding for our organization with the amount of turnover that we've had. So we've been looking forward to it for a long time, and it's finally here. Well, for us, no, it's camp, training camp, and that's first and foremost for the players and for the coaches. We got to lay a foundation for the upcoming season. Now, there's lots going on in the peripheral around us.
Mashu Kacha. There we go. Yeah, thank you very much.
But a lot of that we're not involved in, but we're here to, lay a solid foundation for the start of the season, but also something that can stay with us all year.
When I found out we were going to play opener season in China, some of my concerns were jet lag, making sure the guys' circadian rhythms were back on track, nutrition as well, not knowing exactly what to expect from the local cuisine, and just making sure we can manage their overall fatigue, because we do know that fatigue can slightly increase risk of injury. And not only that, it's the start of training camp, and we need to get some serious work done for the week. So how to manage all those different little aspects at the same time to make sure that when we get back from China, we're ready to go.
For Flames leading scorer Johnny Gaudreau, this year feels different. His father's heart attack last March meant Gaudreau spent the offseason sticking close to home.
Honestly, this summer I think I spent a lot of time thinking about just like my family and like how important it is to hang out with them. I think there's a little bit of a shocker there at the end of the season with my dad, with his whole situation there. So, spending time with my family is really important this summer. But at the same time, hockey's it's part of my life, it's part of my family's life. So, as I was spending time with them, you work out, you skate. My dad was skating me on the ice a little bit, skating my brother, doing, yoga classes with my sister on Monday nights, just all things that are going to help me in my hockey career, but, also I got to do with my family. So it was pretty special this summer. Just spent a lot of time with them, and it was a pretty memorable summer. Yeah, I've probably become a little bit more vocal. I'm not as vocal as I'd like to be in the locker room. I kind of try to lead more by example on the ice, and I think it starts with our captain, obviously. One of the best captains I've ever gotten to play for, and the way he leads by example day in and day out, it's hard not to have guys on our team doing things in the community, respecting people around you, around the city, you know, playing hard on the ice. When you see it in a player and your captain, you know, it sticks with you even more. And when you see your captain doing those things every single day, following his footsteps, kind of. Is there like big snakes around here? I hate snakes. Gio's little guy loves snakes, and I always give Gio a hard time. Like, little Jack will be coming around where if he brings him to an event or something, I'll be like, Jack, when's Daddy getting you a pet snake? And she's like, no, don't bring that up. He had like a pet snake cake for his birthday. You got for Jack.
You want a wall again? Or you want me? Yeah. Lots! Yep.
You've got time. You're rim doubling it, you're keeping it away from the goaltender. Benny's on it, Janko's on it. You're going to finish it underneath the goal line.
Bring it back to Brody. Over to Giordano with a one-time score!
Chucky's becoming that agitator type role of a player who you love to have on your team, but everyone else hates to play against him. He's super skilled. He's been a treat to play with. High glove.
Very good. This bus have so much handsome boy. Where are you from? Came from some country, America? Are you came from America? Canada. Canada. Oh, Canada have so much of a handsome boy. I'm so lucky.
Breaking from the rigors of training camp, the team travels 2.5 hours from Beijing into the heart of one of the wonders of the world.
What do you think, Coach? Unreal, eh? Spectacular, beautiful. Take advantage of it while you can, right? No, it's good. It's really good. Good day for the fellas. Get back to work tomorrow, right?
Year 3 right now, I want to become more established. I want to become more of a guy who is a consistent force and one of your best players night in, night out. Yeah, I grew up working on hand-eye all the time and, I don't know, just screwing around with the puck, and me and my brother both, so it's something I've just grown up doing, and I do it every warm-ups, and yeah, it's kind of something that I've mixed into my my warm-up routine, I guess you could say. No, I think this trip was good for a few reasons, especially being around the guys 24/7. We've all had similar excitements throughout the day, and obviously troubles at the time change, but we're doing it all together. And that's the best thing is being able to go through this with all the guys, and it's ultimately bringing us closer together.
was nuts.
What a friggin' gong show.
What were you stopping for?
All the boys to be imaginated to. Here, this is where I break everyone down. Ready? I hold it. Hey, I hold it. Look at Kent coming down right here. Kent's slowing down. He thinks he's safe.
$1. Oh, let's go. I was getting one for 30 yens. Yeah, 20. How much for this?
Give me 200. Give me 200.
Whoa, no.
Scars,
How much? I don't have 100.
230.
I don't have 100.
You give me 150.
No, I don't have.
All right, okay.
How much? I don't have 100.
130.
I don't have 100.
How much you?
25.
This one cheap, not so much
No,
money,
I
not so
only
much
have that.
money.
How much you?
Yeah, this one you give me.
25. I like
this
that
one
one.
give me 50.
I know. No.
This one 100.
25. That's all I have left.
And the
I
scars,
this.
not
I
so
know,
much
it's so
money,
nice.
not so much money.
That's all I have. 50. There we go.
Okay, together give me
There
80.
we go. There we go. Yes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good deal. Now I like this. Got everything in sight. You got it for 50? No, 85. She got me. She got me 85. Panda hat. Done. I've got everything. I've got everything in sight. Photo bomb.
Well, it really is a difficult training camp for everyone. You've got the coaching staff who are trying, and a new coaching staff who are trying to kind of meld the team together. They only get one practice and then they're right on the ice playing a game, which is very difficult. From an overall standpoint, though, what a great trip to kind of come together as a team. The time at the Great Wall was phenomenal to see the guys in the hats and the kimonos and having fun and having a beer together. You can't buy or build that kind of unity. That takes months, and they did it in a few days. This has to become a family. I see that they are really starting to come together as a group and create that family atmosphere, and it may not have happened or wouldn't happen that soon if they hadn't come on this trip.
One of the perks, I think, of playing in the NHL is these guys don't deal with wrinkles very often. Despite all the advanced planning, they dealt with customs issues, then they dealt with a super typhoon. It's been impressive to watch the guys, I guess, not let it spoil their trip. They've kind of put an emphasis on let's go out, let's see some things. They certainly enjoyed the Great Wall of China. You've heard about lots of them doing different sightseeing trips together as groups and just tried to make the best of it. You know, when you talk about guys who are so competitive, if there's a concern, it's, okay, you know, are we falling behind the rest of the league because 29 other teams are having a regular training camp? You know, if there's a positive side of it, it's that, yeah, they feel like they've gelled a lot. They feel like they know each other better.
Beijing is a place of contradictions. It's a choking, fast-paced modern megacity. Off a busy side street, however, a traditional tea ceremony gives an insight into the city's other side, that of an ancient, tranquil culture.
It's a long ways away to come here, and it's a lot of new faces. I think coming to China is going to kind of get that bond together here. We spent a lot of time together on buses, planes, and obviously practicing. So I think, getting to know each other, getting familiar, and have that confidence in each other, that goes a long way. Obviously, I had a lot of surgeries post-season there, and I think getting healthy was my #1 goal, and that's what I did. So I think coming into a season healthy, confidence with a good mind frame, I think that's good, and obviously feeling good and having your body ready to go is obviously even better.
As a guy who's getting older, I think the main thing for me is working obviously every summer on keeping speed and quickness, and again, I really focused on that and just things that I can do to help the team win. I think #1, I have to be really good defensively and work on that side of my game all the time. And then after that, work on little things like shot and getting pucks through and helping the team on the other side of the ice. So the main thing for me is staying healthy as you get older and working on quickness and speed and keeping that up to the tempo of the game. Yeah, our group is great. I think more important to have good people around, and I think we've built our culture and our team like that, and that's going to go a long way into having success for sure.
For the Flames management, practice sessions are the first time they've had a chance to watch Coach Peters put the new regime into action.
You know, as Bill is the new coach, it's interesting because we've had a few challenges here and setbacks. The one thing I can say about Bill is he takes everything in stride. He really commands the room, and you feel that head coach presence when he's in there. And you know what? He's focused. He knows what he wants, and he kind of. You know, I've been learning as we go kind of with Bill. Fun to be around, easy to go and have a beer with and hang out and just enjoy. He tried to take me out yesterday on the slide down the hill, so I'm going to get him back. We're going to play a couple shinny games, and I've been known to take out a coach or two, so he's on my hit list.
He's exactly like what this province stands for. You know, they're hardworking people, they're honest people. They give you an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. They look you in the eyes, and you know, their word is their bond. You shake their hand. You don't need a lot of paperwork with them. You just need to shake their hand, and that's how Bill is. I think he's a very straightforward individual. You know, there's not a lot of BS.
Come on in real quick. We'll just go through a few drills here and let it dry a little bit. Goalie touches, so we'll do half ice breakouts.
I think he's a real good fit for this group, and like I said, it'll take a little time for everybody to get to know everybody. There's Bill the coach and then Bill the individual. As much as he's putting in the game plan and doing all sorts of things from a technical standpoint, he's building relationships with the players here on this trip too, which I think is real important. So.
程嘅卡加利火焰隊 fans， 咁嚟到北京又會係點呢？不如即刻睇下我哋第二站北京之旅。
We talked to Johnny and this group, and you know, obviously he's our best player. Okay, so you start there, and the growth for Johnny is, and we've seen his game sort of grow every year. You know, you get more experience in the league. You physically get stronger each year, as all young guys do. You're more comfortable in the league. I think the growth for him, more so than improving his on-ice game, if you will, is that maturity in taking over the team. And I don't say that with any, but when your best players set the bar for you on how you practice and how you do everything, the rest of the team has no other choice but to follow. Sean's always been a mature guy. I had one of the most incredible conversations with a young player this summer with him when he just said, you know, the changes we've made, it's now, you know, it's our time to take over now. It's our time to take over this team. I've had 5 years in the league now. You know, we've got all the pieces here. It was just, and I'm not surprised, you know, when you have a conversation like that with Sean. He's a mature guy. He looks in great shape. He's healthy for the first time in a long time. And it just shows you what he did and dealt with to play last year, play games. It was incredible. And it just tells you about the will of this kid.
JFK was there, but it went past him, and now into the box is Monahan. Scores! Sean Monahan from the penalty box to the back of the net.
Good pass, Jacob. Wait, G. Good job, boys.
Great job.
Who's going?
Mark sets the tone for our team. That old phrase, how do you be a pro, and what it takes outside of just playing the game. Mark's a guy, he's just a mirror. You just watch him. I mean, that's the easiest thing. He said, follow what he does. Where's number 5? See what he's doing. duplicate it and you'll be fine. So he sets the tone for our team in how he prepares, how he trains, how he lives his life, how he treats people. And I think we're very fortunate to have that, but our young players are very fortunate to have such a role model to follow.
This week went a long way. A lot of team bonding, a lot of going out together, hanging out. We got some good practices in a couple games, so we'll be ready to go. As camp goes on, your team, the numbers get down, and you become. There's a clearer vision of what your team's going to be and who's going to be here around. So it'll be an important week. We need to take care of ourselves the next few days, get some rest, and then come back Saturday. And really, we have a week and a half from Saturday to get ready for that first game of the season.
You obviously love what you do. This time of the year is always exciting because, everybody, I think, sits back and looks at, okay, let's go grab this guy here and put this guy here, put that guy here, and it's not really how it works. You have a plan over the course of the summer, you try to execute it. The exciting time now is seeing how the pieces all fit. And there's sort of two layers to it. It's the bricks and mortars of, this guy playing with that guy and these two guys playing with this other guy and this defense pairings and lines and power play combinations. And then it's the fit of the individuals as the human beings and how they interact and get along. And that's the team building piece that I enjoy and trying to watch it all come together. So I don't look at it as pressure, I look at it as this is the first step of a journey we're going to take this year and the first step of trying to build a team.